today I have a Q&A video that I owe you guys from a very long time ago. I just have had things moved around in my house and haven't really had a chance to film this week, and I just have had a lot of things going on. But anyways, it's about time that I catch up, and today I'm gonna go ahead and answer the questions that I had in that Q&A video that I had requested questions on. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and read off and I will go ahead and answer them. If you guys notice, I'm in a different room right now because I do have things that are being moved over there in the little storage room. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I have a question here that's from one of my local YouTubers. Her name is Martha as well. She was asking if I would like to go shopping together since we live in the same town. I do have a really busy schedule, so I don't know exactly when, but yes, we can definitely do that. And especially I would love to go to El Centro together and maybe do a Dollar Tree or an Ulta shopping kind of day. That would be kind of cool. So yeah, definitely yes. Then I have another question here that says, my question is, what is your favorite item or items you purchased from Dollar Tree? Also, what is your favorite hobby? And this is from my friend Daisy. I have to say that one of my favorite ones is definitely that one gentle daily cleanser that looks like the Cetaphil. That has got to be one of my very favorite items from Dollar Tree. I will continue to purchase that as long as they have it, because I honestly do not know the difference between that and the actual Cetaphil, and they're very gentle cleansers, yet it does remove my makeup really well, so I do like it. Although I do remove my makeup prior to actually washing my face, but I do notice that there are times when I just kind of have a little bit of makeup and then I just use that and it just washes it off really nicely. So I do like that a lot, and that's one of my favorites. Then my favorite hobby would probably be dancing. I used to do belly dancing. I was in a group called the Jahara Belly Dancers locally, and I used to belly dance with them. I really do miss it. I just haven't done it for a very long time. I was with them from the time they started, and then I started getting really sick. I didn't know I had a thyroid condition, and I was just really sick. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't even have energy to stand up. I would get really dizzy and things like that. So I had to stop dancing, and until I figured out what was wrong, I started taking medications. Of course, I'm way better now, but I just don't think I'm in the condition I would need to be doing that. One of my favorite hobbies, and I like to do it mostly at home now. And then another question I have here says, how many children do I have, and how long have I been married? I have 3 children. I have 1 son and 2 daughters. My oldest is a boy. He is 24 years old. He's married, and he has a little girl, my granddaughter Layla, and I just miss them so much. They don't live in this town, so I really do miss him, but he's my oldest. And then I have a daughter. She's 22. She's also married, and she also has a daughter, which is my little granddaughter that you guys probably often see in my Facebook. And I do babysit her, so I do get to see her quite often more. But yeah, so I do have 2 granddaughters as well. And then my youngest is a girl, and she is 16 years old just recently. And yeah, that's my baby, and yeah, that's it. Our daughter between us is 16 years old, but we have been married 15 years because we did get married after she was born. We had been living together prior to that. So yeah, we have been married 15 years. And then I have another question here that asks if my husband would ever want to be in one of my videos and maybe showing top picks from the 99 cents only store. And yeah, actually he has made some videos in my channel. I don't know if he showed his face or not, but he's not shy coming out in the videos or anything. I think it's more of a privacy thing because of his job, and they have so many restrictions as to what he can do and things like that, and that restrict him from doing other things that kind of conflict with his job. And I know it's weird, but yeah, he would not have any problem coming out, and he just might. Do you think you shop more in general since you started making videos? And yes, the answer is yes. I think I do. I think I was getting a little bit crazy there for a while, and I was shopping very often, but recently I started kind of cutting it out just a little bit more. I do shop frequently, but I don't shop for as much. Definitely pick up less, and maybe I'll go window shopping just as frequently, but I don't I don't spend as much. But yes, I do go more frequently than I used to before. I started going to the Dollar Tree, I think, back when I was by myself with my 2 children, because I had to make ends meet, and the Dollar Tree and the 99-cent store kind of saved me there for a while. So that's what kind of got me started. So I did used to shop there for a while now, but I do find that I do go there more frequently now that I do the haul videos and things like that. And even if it's just to take pictures or whatever, to pick up 1 or 2 items, but I do go there more frequently. Okay, so I have another person here asking me if I am Spanish and where I am from. So, well, yeah, I am Mexican and I do speak Spanish. I have been considering actually doing videos in Spanish. I don't know if I would do them in this channel or not. I don't know if it would be just too confusing to do videos in Spanish and English in this channel, or if I'm going to open up a new channel to just do it in Spanish. I'm not 100% sure, but I do speak Spanish. So, so yeah, I do know both languages, and yeah, I guess that answers the question. If I have a budget when I go shopping, and if I have a job. Yes, now I do have a budget pretty much. I try not to spend over $50 when I go to the Dollar Tree or the 99-cent store, because there was a time when I would just go crazy and spend like $130 every single time I'd go. But like I said, now I toned it down, and I usually only spend about 20 something dollars now when I go, which is still a lot for some people, but a lot of the items are food items because I do buy food items from there. So I think it's okay because I do save a lot of money doing that. But if no more than $50 is what I allow myself most of the time these days. Now I do limit myself. And do I have a job? I stopped working a few years back when my mom got sick because she was terminally ill and I wanted to take care of her. So I stopped working ever since, and that was back in 2011, and I haven't worked ever since, or I haven't worked in a paying job ever since, because what my husband earns is enough to pay our bills and things like that, and he likes for me to stay home because we do have our teenage daughter, and she has a lot of after school activities that she needs to be driven to and from. And if I did get a job, it would just interfere with me being able to take her everywhere she needs to go. She's very involved at her school and in after school activities, and so yeah, she does need a parent to be home, and that's why we decided that I would just stay home and be here with her. And also I babysit my granddaughter, because I just help out my daughter that way, and I love spending time with my granddaughter. And so yeah, I stay home, and that doesn't mean I'm not busy, because it seems like I'm busier now than when I actually used to have a job outside the home. Other subscriber says, I just wanted to know why or how you started making videos. Do you have someone or something that's inspired you? I have been shopping at the 99-cent store and the Dollar Tree stores for many years now, like I said, because when I was alone with my 2 children, that was like the only way we could get by. But I think what started me is that my oldest daughter, before she got married and she was here at home, she wanted me to learn how to do my makeup better, because I had never really been into makeup that much before. I really didn't know how to apply it correctly and things like that, and I always loved the way my daughter did her makeup. So I would ask her, like, can you show me and things? And she said, Mom, you should look at YouTube videos. That's how I learned. And so I started doing that. I started watching a lot of the beauty videos and things like that. And then one day I just happened to kind of bump into a Dollar Tree video, and I think it was Breakup to Makeup that I started watching, and then also Modiba and Miss Nessa K. Which other one? I'm not remembering who else, but there was another one, and I haven't seen her in a while, so I don't know if she's still doing videos, and I wish I could remember her channel name so that I can mention it. But yeah, I just happened to bump into one of those, and I saw that people were doing that, and then I saw another video, and it led me to another video, and I thought that was so cool that I could just go in and see what people were finding at the 99-cent store and the Dollar Tree and things, and that way I could go and pick it up for myself. And then I figured, you know what, I do that anyway, why don't I help other people find things, and you know, why don't I go ahead and start doing that and sharing what I find to help others. So I just thought it was really neat that people were helping each other that way by showing what they would find and help people save money. So I decided to just go ahead and join them in doing that, and just to help out kind of thing. But I was really shy to do it, but I did see that especially like Breakup to Makeup, she would sometimes do videos where she didn't come out in them, and she just kind of hauled the items in front of the camera, and I thought, well, maybe I could try something like that. So she inspired me, I would say, the most, and I kind of got the courage and started doing that. And yeah, I think that's how it all started. I have another question here that is asking me also how many children I have and how old they are, and I guess I already answered that. I have 3 children, 24, 22, 16. And what is my favorite Bath and Body Works scent? And definitely, hands down, it is the pumpkin latte marshmallow. I think that's what it's called. And then the second best is the Twilight Woods. That's my second favorite, because I guess I really do like scents that have that vanilla undertones. The other one that I really used to like was called Amber something, and they discontinued it, and now they have the Amber Blush in its place, but it doesn't smell the same like the original one that they had. But that one was one of my very favorite ones. But yeah, they discontinued it, so if they ever do bring it back, I'm definitely gonna pick it up. But yeah, those are my favorite. Then it says, lastly, what is your favorite holiday? I would have to say that Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday, because it's not just the food, but I love the whole idea of remembering what we're all thankful for. Although I try to do that on a daily basis, where I can remember everything that I am thankful for, because it just helps me keep a more positive outlook on life when I do that. But also because it's just something that I can do together with all of my family, and we could all be thankful and remember what we're thankful for, and just get together and have a big meal together. And it's just a really nice family time. It's always kind of like a potluck with my family. We all have something that we kind of specialize in, and each one of us brings what our specialty is, and then we just have this huge meal together that we all cooperated with, and it's just all so delicious, and it's family time, and just the season itself is my favorite. The weather just happens to be perfect during that time as well, and it's my favorite season. The colors of it all, and so yeah, that's definitely hands down my favorite. I would say Valentine's Day as well, because I like the whole idea of it, but I've never had really good luck with the whole Valentine thing, so that's why I prefer eating over the whole Valentine thing. But I do like the chocolates. Another question here that says, how long have you been on YouTube, and what's your favorite color? I've been on YouTube for a little over a year. I started in August, I think it was August 8th of last year is when I started. So the first 8 months I was behind the camera. I wasn't really coming out in my videos. It was just filming the items that I would find, that kind of thing. But then I've been in front of the camera for the last few months. But yeah, overall it's been a little bit over a year. My favorite color, I would have to say teal is one of my favorite. Although I can't say just one because I really do have a lot of colors that I do like, but I always tend to gravitate towards teal, and I think coral and aqua are another colors that I kind of tend to gravitate towards. But yeah, teal, I guess. What do you use to edit your videos, and what's your favorite YouTube channel? I use iMovie because I do have a MacBook. You could only use iMovie if you have a MacBook as far as I know, and so that's what I use. There are other programs out there that I could use with my MacBook, but they're very expensive. They're like $300, and right now I just don't have the means to spend that kind of money, especially when the iMovie editing program works just as well. So yeah, that's what I use. And what's my favorite YouTube channel? I don't think I have a favorite because there are a lot of channels that I really do enjoy, so I really can't say that I have a favorite. I have a lot of favorites, so I really can't break it down just to one. Do I use coupons when shopping? Actually, that's a funny question. I do use coupons, but not as well as I'd like to. I tried to get on the whole couponing thing. I have a sister that is the queen of coupons. That woman walks out of the store with a cart full of groceries, and they pay her to walk away with the groceries. She's just that good. And I try to be like her. She's just so thrifty. I wish I could be like her, but seriously, I can't get into it because my brain doesn't work like that. I think I'm a little bit ADD or whatever you call it, and I just can't get myself to function that way. For as much as I try, I just can't. I can't make it work for me and be that efficient with my coupons. I do use a few coupons, but not as much as I'd like to, which is why I started going to the Dollar Tree and the 99-cent store, because I wasn't good at the whole couponing thing, and that was the only way that I could find that I could consistently save money. And I'm really good at finding deals and shopping really thrifty, but not that great at the whole couponing thing. Not as good as I'd like to be. And it looks like that's everything, guys. I hope that answers all your questions, and that you guys enjoyed this video, that you guys got to learn a little bit more about me. And yeah, guys, I will see you guys next time. God bless you, and until next time, bye.